This news update is brought to you by...
It's the most wonderful Christmas with Flow, with 5 ways to win $50,000. Just activate any prepaid or postpaid plan, top up $15 or more, pay your bill on time and in full, or sign up for the best in entertainment with Flow TV. That's 5 wonderful ways to win $50,000 from Flow. All this and much more from Flow this wonderful Christmas. Visit us in-store today.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's Tuesday, December the 13th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, Barbadians owe government close to $1 billion in taxes. Minister of Finance Chris Sinclair made the announcement in Parliament this morning while piloting a bill to amend the Income Tax Act that fulfills the legal requirements for implementation of a 6-month amnesty. Sinclair said the amnesty, which started on September the 15th this year, would allow individuals and businesses to benefit from a waiver of interests and penalties once the principal payments were made.
We said, look, we give people enough time that they can make arrangements if they have to do so with a financial institution, the credit union, the bank, if they have to do so with friends or colleagues, whatever the case may be, to get their arrangements in place by offering them the ability to have their penalty and interest waived entirely, so long as you make good on your principal payments. And if you can't pay all of them one time within, this is the principal payments, within the specified period of the 6 months, that you at least come into the authority and you make an arrangement for those principal payments to be made.
Minister Sinclair also revealed that Barbadians will soon have access to a single tax clearance certificate.
We will no longer be, as we move to the single platform, the designation of a tax clearance for land tax, a tax clearance for income tax, a tax clearance for VAT, a tax clearance for, as we currently now have tax clearance certificates for all of those separately. We are going to move to amend the law that there will be one tax clearance, because there will be one taxpayer ID system. You will have a tax number. Each person will be given a tax number, and that will be your number in the system, whether you're paying VAT, income tax, excise tax, land tax, or whatever the case may be. And therefore, when that system is done, and you're given that number, you will be by law required to get, for purposes of business transactions, a tax clearance certificate. It will be a tax clearance certificate issued on all.
Making his contribution to the debate, Prime Minister Stuart appealed to Barbadians to take advantage of the tax amnesty and do not wait until the relief period expires to put their housings in order.
I want to join the Minister of Finance in urging all those persons to whom this piece of legislation applies to take full advantage of the opportunity for the waiver of penalties and interest being offered by the amendment, and to come forward and pay their taxes. Ultimately, governments need all the taxes they can get, as I said, to meet the diverse needs of the population. And if taxes are not being paid, then the quality of services which any government is capable of offering will be correspondingly compromised.
In sports now, Manchester City midfielder Yaya Toure has pleaded guilty to drink driving, but says he had not intentionally consumed alcohol. The Ivory Coast player, who's 33, told the court he thought he was drinking Diet Cola from a jug at a party, without realizing it had brandy in it. Toure did not challenge the charge as he was above the permitted limit. He was fined £54,000, a means-tested fine, and banned from driving for 18 months.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
This Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. It is all because we pop Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie fix up the kitchen and a new TV we getting. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan spruce up, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
In Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Get your paper, get your paper. Only $2.25, $2.20. Who? For what? That's Bear Stale News. I don't read about that on Barbados today since last night. That can't only care do. $2.20. Who?
Barbados Today. News you can trust.
Welcome back with news from the region now. St. Lucia's National Security Minister is not only talking the talk, but walking the walk. Senator Herman Gill Francis, prior to Monday's weekly cabinet meeting, disclosed to the media that he had assisted in the capture of a perpetrator of an alleged shooting over the weekend.
A timeless adage among the law enforcement fraternity is, once a cop, always a cop. And for Senator Herman Gill Francis, a former deputy police commissioner, this rang true over the weekend. Francis, like his predecessors, called on the public to do their part in the crime-fighting process by conveying to authorities any information they may have pertaining to criminal investigations. However, a pet peeve for law enforcers is the silence of members of the public who often cite the fear of retribution by alleged perpetrators for their lack of cooperation. The National Security Minister is trying to ease these concerns, disclosing that he played his part as a citizen in the crime fight over the weekend.
As the Minister of Home Affairs and Justice, I patrol the streets, I get all the information on the streets. I hear things, and I pass the information to the police. There's a shooting just, I think, on Saturday night. And I was able to get the photograph of the person who did the shooting, pass it on to the police, and the police arrested him Sunday morning.
And on the international scene, the United Nations says it has reports that Syrian government troops and an allied Iraqi militia had deliberately shot dead scores of men, women, and children in eastern Aleppo and warned the same slaughter could happen elsewhere. The officer cited reports at least 82 people had been killed on the streets while fleeing or in their homes in 4 different neighborhoods in the last few days. Earlier, UN Human Rights Commission spokesman Rupert Colville said the UN feared retribution against thousands of civilians believed to be holed up in a hellish corner of less than a square kilometer of opposition-held territory.
In all, as of yesterday evening, we've received reports of pro-government forces killing at least 82 civilians, including 11 women and 13 children, in 4 different neighborhoods. That's Bustan al-Qasr, Al-Fadus, Al-Khalasa, and Al-Salahin. The only way to alleviate the deep foreboding and suspicion that massive crimes may be underway both within Aleppo and in relation to some of those who fled or were captured, whether fighters or civilians, is for there to be monitoring by external bodies, such as the UN.
That's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, our screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.